In this lecture, we will discuss about state diagram of standard state model. So, we will consider a standard state model which is given by x dot t is equal to ax of t plus b u of t and y of t is equal to c x of t plus d u of t. So, its state diagram will be. So, this is going to show the state diagram of MIMO system. Okay. You can see here a x of t plus b u of t. Both are given to a adder which will generate x dot t. b of t plus ax of t. Similarly, y of t is cx of t. cx of t plus you can see here d u of t, and this is y of t which is cx of t. This is cx of t. This is du of t. Okay, then this is it. So whatever are the thick arrows, they indicate that there are multiple number of input and output and state variable. Thick arrows will represent multiple number of input, output and state variable. Then there must be n parallel integrators for n state variables. If there are n state variable, there should be n parallel integrator. The output of each integrator is a separate state variable. So whatever is output of integrator, it is a separate state variable. Then when such a state diagram for the system is obtained, then the state model from the diagram can be easily obtained. Then there are certain remarks. We will see what are those remarks. What are those remarks? 1. To obtain the state model from state diagram, always choose output of each integrator as a state variable. Number of integrators always equals the order of the system, that is n. The second remark is differentiators are not used in the state diagram. Why? Because they amplify the inevitable noise. Okay. Then we will see the problem. Okay. The statement of the problem is obtain the state diagram of SISO system represented by equation x1 dot t is equal to a1 x1 t plus b1 u of t and x2 dot t is a2 x1 t plus a3 x2 t plus b2 u of t. So x1 dot t, x2 dot t are given. There are two state variables x1 t, x2 t. Then two integrators are required. So here you can see one integrator, here is one integrator. Then we have to draw the diagram. So what is x1 dot t? a1 x1 t plus b1 u of t. This is taken to be u of t. Then this is b2, this is b1. So b1 u of t, this is a1, this is x1 t. a1 x1 t plus b1 u of t. This will give x1 dot t. Then this is given to C1. Similarly, this is B2 u of t plus A2 x2 t given to adder. This will give x2 dot t. x2 dot t is A2 x1 t plus A3 x2 t plus B2 u of t. So you can see this is A2 x1 t. This is B2 u of t. This is A3 x2 t. When all these three inputs are given to this adder, it will give x2 dot t. Then that you are getting as x2 t, which is taken C2, then given to adder will give y of t. Okay, y of t. Next we will go for non-uniqueness of state model. So what is this non-uniqueness of state model? We'll see. We'll consider a standard state model for a system, and that system is given by x dot t is equal to ax of t plus b u of t, y of t is cx of t plus d u of t. Let x is equal to mz, where m is a non-singular constant matrix. Then so m is taken to be a non-singular constant matrix. The key point is a matrix whose determinant is non-zero is called non-singular matrix. So a matrix whose determinant is non-zero, it is called a non-singular matrix. Then so non-singular matrix means here it is given determinant is non-zero of matrix. What does this mean is Z is new set of state variables which is obtained by linear combinations of the original state variable. So x is equal to mz, hence x dot is equal to mz dot. Then we will substitute this in a state model. What we will get is mz dot t, we will find mz dot is equal to amz of t plus bu of t, y of t is equal to cmz of t plus du of t. Then we will pre-multiply equation 3 by m minus inverse. So this is equation 3. Equation 3. Pre-multiply this equation 3 by m inverse. So z dot t is equal to m inverse amz of t plus m inverse bu of t, where m inverse m is I identity matrix. Identity matrix. Okay. Next, z dot t, then z dot t is equal to a cap zt plus b cap u of t. So z dot t will become a cap z of t plus b cap u of t, where a cap is equal to m inverse am. So a cap is m inverse m, b cap is m inverse b, and y of t is equal to c cap z of t plus du of t, and c cap is cm. So these are taken equation 5 and 6 as shown here. 5 and 6 equation will represent a new state model of the system. So when we see this state model, what it is going to show, that it is not a unique property. There is one key point to remember. What is that? We'll see. Any linear combinations of the original set of state variable results into a new valid new set of state variables. Then we'll go for linearization of state equation. Any general time invariant system is said to be in equilibrium at a point x naught u naught when x dot t is equal to f of x naught u is equal to 0. So whatever are the derivatives of all the state variables are 0 at a point of equilibrium. So at a particular point of equilibrium, the derivatives of all state variables are 0. Then the system has a tendency to lie at the equilibrium point unless and until it is forcefully disturbed. So it will lie at the equilibrium point unless and until it is forcefully disturbed. So the state equation x dot t is equal to the state equation which has been shown here. The state equation x dot t is equal to f x of u can be linearized for small deviations about an equilibrium point x naught v naught, and this is possible by expanding the state equation using Taylor series. So it has been shown Taylor series, and they are going to consider only first order terms, neglecting second and higher order terms. So expanding kth state equation. So xk dot is equal to fk x naught u naught plus summation I is equal to 1 to n dou of f1 x fu by fx comma u by dxt at x is equal to x naught, u is equal to u naught. Okay, dou f1 x comma u by dou x1 at x is equal to x naught, u is equal to n. So xi minus xi0 plus summation j is equal to 1 to m dou fk x comma u by dou u1 at x is equal to x naught, u is equal to u naught is uj minus uj naught. Now fk x naught comma u naught is equal to 0 at the equilibrium point. So fk x naught comma u naught is equal to 0 at the equilibrium point. Then whatever is a variation about the operating point, it is x1 approximation is xi minus xio, which has been written, and where x approximation dot is xi dot. u1 approximation is uj minus uj naught, Uj approximation is, you can see, Uj approximation is Uj minus Uj naught. The kth state equation, which can be linearized as xk approximation dot is equal to summation j is equal to 1 to n dou fk x comma u by dou x I at x is equal to x naught, u is equal to u naught. So xi approximation plus j is equal to 1 to m dou fk x comma u by dou ui at x is equal to x naught, u is equal to u naught into uj approximation. So whatever is this equation, xk approximation dot and xj approximation dot and uj approximation, they are called as the vector matrices, whereas the remaining terms are the matrices of order n into n and n into m respectively. Then whatever is a linearized equation, it can be expressed in vector matrix form as x approximation dot is equal to ax approximation plus bu approximation, where a is equal to dou f1 by dou x1, dou f1 by x2, dou f1 by dou xn, dou f1 by dou x1, dou f1 by dou x2, dou fn f2 by dou xn. Similarly up to dou fn by dou x1, dou fn by dou x2, dou fn by dou xn, which is a n into n matrix. B is equal to dou f1 by dou u1, dou f1 by dou u2, dou f1 by dou um, dou f2 by dou un, dou f2 by dou u2, dou f2 by dou um, dou fn by dou un, dou fn by dou u2, dou fn by, which is n into m matrix. Then whatever are the partial derivatives of both matrix A and B, they are partial derivatives. So all the partial derivatives of the matrices A and B are to be obtained at an equilibrium state x naught comma u naught. Such matrices A and B, which are defined above in terms of partial derivatives, are called Jacobian matrices. So is it clear what are Jacobian matrices? So next we will see about state space representation using phase variable. So whatever is this state space representation using phase variables, okay, then how to obtain state space model using phase variables will be studied. Then what are phase variables? We'll see first are those state variables which are obtained by assuming one of the system variable as a state variable and the other state variables are the derivatives of the selected state variable. Most of the time the system variable used is output variable, which is used to select the state variable. Such set of state variables is easily obtained if the differential equation of the state is known or the system transfer function is available. Next, state model from differential equation. So, how to have state model from differential equation? We'll consider a linear continuous time system represented by nth order differential equation as y raised to n plus a n minus 1 y raised to n minus 1 plus a n minus 2 y raised to n minus 2, so on up to continuous. This is taken equation 1. So we can write a1 y dot plus a naught y of t is equal to b naught u plus b1 u dot plus bm minus 1 um minus 1 plus bm u raised to m. So in this equation y raised to n of t is taken as dy raised to n t by dt raised to n, which is nth derivative of y of t. So for time invariant systems, the coefficients a n minus 1, a n minus 2, a naught, b naught, b1 up to bm are constant. So for the system, y of t is output variable, u of t is input variable. Y of 0, y dot 0 and y 0 raised to n minus 1 will represent the initial conditions of the system. Now we will consider a simple case of the system in which derivatives of the control force u of t are absent. Thus we can have u dot t is equal to u double dot t, which is equal to continued up to u m of t is equal to 0. Then therefore y raised to n plus a n minus 1 y raised to n minus 1 so on plus a1 y dot plus a naught y of t is equal to b naught u of t. So whatever is the choice of state variable is generally output variable y of t itself, and other state variables are derivatives of the selected state variable y of t. Okay. Then so x1 t is equal to y of t, x2 t is y dot t, which is x1 dot t, x3 t is y double dot t, which is equal to x1 double dot t, which is equal to x2 dot t. The various state equations are x1 dot t is equal to x2 t, x dot t is equal to x3 t, so on. Xn minus 1 dot t is equal to xn t, and xn dot t is equal to question mark. So we can see that there are only n variables which are to be defined to keep their number minimum. Thus xn minus 1 dot t gives nth state variable xnt, but to complete state model xn dot is necessary. There is one thing important to be remembered. Xn dot t is to be obtained by substituting the selected state variable in the original differential equation 2. So we have y of t is equal to x1, y dot t is equal to x2, y double dot t is equal to x3. So y raised to n minus 1 t is equal to xn t, y raised to n t is equal to xn dot t. Therefore xn dot t plus a n minus 1 xn t plus a n minus 2 xn minus 1 t so on plus a1 x2 t plus a naught x1 t is equal to b naught u of t. Therefore we have xn t, xn therefore xn dot is equal to minus a naught x1 minus a1 x2 so on up to a minus 2 xn minus 1 minus a n minus 1 xn plus b naught u of t. All the equations can be expressed in vector matrix form as x1 x2 up to xn 0 1 0 so on 0 0 1 0 this row. Last row is minus a naught minus a1 minus a n minus 1 x1 x2 xn 0 0 b naught u of t, where x dot is a x of t plus b u of t. Okay, x dot t is a x of t plus. So such set of state variables is called phase variable. So whatever is the set of state variable like this, it is called set of phase variables. Then the matrix A is called matrix in phase variable form, and it has following features. What are the features of that matrix A, which is phase variable form? We will see. 1. Upper of diagonal, that is upper parallel row to the main principal row, upper of diagonal, that is upper parallel row to the main principal diagonal contains all elements as 1. to all other elements except last are zeros. Third, last row consists of the negatives of the coefficients contained by the original differential equation. Then, such a form of matrix A is also called as Bush form or companion form, and that method is also called companion form realization. So, output equation is y of t is equal to x1t. Then y of t will become 1 0 0 0. Why it is 1 0 0 is, what is y of t? x1t. Only x1 term is present. No other x2, x3 so on up to are not present. So all those terms will be 0. Only x1 will become 1, remaining 0. Due to that y of t is 1 0 0, x1t, x2 so on up to xn t. Y of t is equal to cx of t, where d is equal to 0. Okay. This model, which is in the Bush form, it can be shown in the state diagram as like this. So output of each integrator is a state variable. So you can see how many state variables are there. Output of each integrator is a state variable. xnt, here it is xnt. Here it is xn minus 1t. Here it is x2t. Here it is x1t. So output of each integrator is a state variable. Okay. So this is a state diagram for phase variable form. U of t is given to B naught. Okay. Is it clear? Then, so whatever, there is one observation to be noted here. The transfer function of the blocks in the various feedback paths are the coefficients existing in the original differential equation. Then if the differential equation consists of the derivatives of the input control function u of t, then this method is not useful. In such a case, the state model is to be obtained from the transfer function. Okay, we'll take, so stop here. I'll continue in next lecture.